Welcome. If you've gotten this far in the training program, that means you're almost done. So let's put it all together and talk about the proper workflow. It all centers around the PCR. The PCR is at the core of all we do in the preservation business. The PCR reports to our clients what is at the property. All other work are modules that get plugged into the PCR. So think about all the other work types that we do, like verify ICC, bids, maid services, pool securing, tarping roofs. Think of these things as modules. Here's all the different modules that we complete at GCP. Think about these things on the work order. Think about them as modules being plugged into that PCR. So how does it all fit together? See here in this illustration that I've created that the PCR is at the core of everything that we do. The modules all form a circle around that PCR. So when we complete a PCR, there are things that are required to plug into that PCR to complete the work order. If we think of these work orders as modules with the PCR at the center and everything else that we do as a module, we should be able to complete these work orders much easier. The work order itself is natively built in modules. This portion of an MCS initial secure order has many modules listed. We can see them on the right, like tarping a roof, patching a roof, exterior debris, lock changes, posting signs, boarding pools. It becomes as simple as reading the work order. Understand each module. Provide the correct documentation in the right form. Bid or complete the work based on what each module tells you to do. And supply the correct photos for each module. So what really is at the core here is that you read each work order, understand what modules are required, what modules you can bid after the fact, and what modules require to be bid, and make sure that you complete each one of those modules with the supporting documentation at each job. What I've done is create a workflow for a regular work order. All work orders require a PCR form, and if bids are required, a bid form. PCR forms also include damage reports, with any photos to support. Bid forms are contained by estimates and eyeball estimates, with photos to support. If work was completed, you would need photos. The required photos would be any before, during, and after. If you expand into that previous slide a little bit more and look at the completed work, let's say you did initial cut, lock work, and you tarp the roof, you would need photos of each of those with before, during, and after photos for each one of those modules. Taking a look at ICC orders, these require a PCR form, a bid form if necessary, and ICC form. Again, the PCR form has damage reports and photos. The bid form would be estimates and eyeball estimates with photos to support, and the ICC form with photos to support it. Lastly, a grass cut. A bid form is required if there's any bids to be done, with estimates or eyeball estimates with photos to support. A grass recut would require photos with before, during, and after. In summary, read your work order and determine what modules need to be addressed at each property. What can you do with each module at the property? Can you complete the work while you're there? Can you complete the work and bid after the fact while you're there? Or should you bid the work instead of completing the work? Simply submit the proper items with each module for a complete work order. Thank you.